My beautiful and amazing people, this very matter of Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko, so many people still dey think say na joke, na joke. Some people dey feel say na cruise na im dey catch. But in one word, no cruise inside this matter o. Even if cruise dey, no be as una take reason am na e take be. Now, a very matured and elderly man don come chook mouth for inside this matter. He said a lot of things wey I go like una make una lis ten to for inside this very video wey una wan watch so. My people, una go now come to agree with me say not all that glitters according to the man is gold. Sometimes they show us wetin they really want us to see and keep the rest to themselves. Just the way people don dey conclude now say there is no fight or quarrel anywhere, say na cruise Regina Daniel dey cruise. If na cruise she dey catch, it's fine. Nobody dey pray say make e bad for her, and nobody dey pray make her marriage scatter, because she is still young and she deserves nothing but happiness. But if she feel say na this cruise, na this dragging, na im go make her dey more popular, then she don make mistake o, because she no know the kind people mouth wey dey. Some people mouth e no good at all, wey dey go come dey put mouth for this kind thing. Na im be say she dey pray make her marriage scatter be that. But make I no come to talk, because the man really talk at length. He talk plenty, expose so many things wey be say you and I go wan lis ten to. Make I no take una time, make una lis ten to am, while we come chook mouth towards the ending.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. There's so much on social media concerning Regina and her marriage. Usually, it does not concern us. But as an area grandfather, I want to give counsel to young girls. You see that thing behind me, near the clock? Shines like gold, but it is not gold. It is not all that glitters that is gold. It is gold plated, but it is not gold. There is no way you will package polygamy and turn it to gold. There's no way. And I will explain as I go along. Money and luxury do not sustain marriage. If not, Bill and Melinda will not have divorced. Tiger Woods and his wife will not have divorced. Alakija and her husband will not have separated. There is no amount of money that will turn brass to gold. Brass is brass. Gold is gold. A polygamous marriage is like brass. It cannot be compared to God's original plan. Even in Muslim societies, many of the very prominent Muslims, educated Muslims, many of them, I didn't say all of them, are monogamous, even though the provision is there. Polygamy, to a large extent, involves a narcissistic approach to life. Na only me be person. Every other person na instrument, na utensil. Na me be number one. Every other person dey secondary. Polygamy does not put the emotions of the females in that relationship into consideration. It is the self-idolizing appetite of the man that is uppermost. Beautiful women, virgins, or whatever that the man wants. That is his narcissistic approach. While he is not a virgin, he is fairly used and maybe an old car, but he wants a brand new wife, virgin, unpolluted. I said during the Nedu podcast, when I said I was a 2-minute man, and that at my age, then I was 65, that I can't spend more than 2 minutes. I'm a 2-minute man. And that any man of my age bracket married to a young girl, that the two people are mutually exploiting each other. One exploiting for wealth, fame, comfort, and a future where her children can have a glorious inheritance, and with the psychology that it is better to weep in a Bentley or Lamborghini than to weep in a Volkswagen Beetle. So it's mutually exploitative. Now, monogamous marriages are difficult. If it was possible for me, I would marry half a wife. And I told somebody that my wife should be paid husband support for taking care of me and for marrying me. You have child support. That is in developed societies. They pay women because of the children that they are catering for. They are supposed to pay my wife husband support money. And that's why I always ask God to give me more than enough, so that when she asks for money, I have to give to her. I give her financial orgasm. Or like that policeman, financial organism. Now, one day I told her, let's go and eat peanut or groundnut and drink Coke at Mr. Smith's place. Help me, I help you, at Ogbo Hill, near Jera Hotel. I said, let's go for a break. We left the hospital. As we were going, I told her, you did try when you did marry me. Oh. She said, you self did try to marry me. We agreed that we are not the best, but we are making the best out of where we found ourselves, the situation we had agreed to go into, assets and liabilities. Now multiply that by 6 relationships in one house. It's going to be warfare. So, for a young girl of 18 to enter a volleyball team, because it takes 6 people to play volleyball, a volleyball team that will comprise of 5 mature, experienced, veteran volleyball players, and then you come in as a sophomore to come and play, know that you are heading for disaster. It is easy to know the meal that will satisfy you. People say, that is the meal that will satisfy you. You can gauge it with your eyes. 5 women before you. In a volleyball team, you don't hold on to the ball for too long. Merely it reaches you, you pass it to your neighbor throws it across the net. If you hold on to the ball for too long, you have committed foul play. Somebody did not learn and held on to the ball for too long. I learned from being a guest preacher that when pastors want to invite you, it's as if they have an erection. They are so excited to welcome Dr. Poki to come and speak. Immediately you go there, they will say, we want to take everything from him that he came with. If you are not wise, you will be there preaching and preaching and preaching and preaching. Then you start saying, as I said last week, as I said the last time I was here, after some time, they will throw you away. A grandfather has seen everything. And let me turn it around. A grandmother does not fear an erection. A man who has had 5 previous highly educated, very beautiful, international women, after having you for a period of time, taking you around, there is no shakara you can do for him. You can become like Australia. Everybody knows where it is, but nobody finds it easy to reach there prematurely. And you see, copulation is pleasurable friction. A man who is very busy, who is wealthy, can have orgasm from the other wives and from several other things. More especially when the volleyball team has many contestants, potential players that will play more than you, standing by the lines to come in. The next thing is that you can't pretend to be asleep. You can't pretend to be asleep under observation. There is no way you display love on social media to convince people. The reality dawns with pressure and time, and then the pleasure evaporates. What happened in the house of old Leah will happen in the house of broiler one day. And so, what made the man to leave 5 other women to come for you will also make him leave you and go for another person. Even if he doesn't go for another person, the disinterest will come. And the people who are there before you know him more than you. They know his taste and know his appetite. Particularly if they are equally beautiful, equally internationalized. One Igbo woman said that a woman does not marry television, does not marry cars, does not marry containers, does not marry money. A woman marries her man, and you will need companionship. Companionship. 2 is a company, while 6 is a large crowd. And in a large crowd, people must step on each other's toes, and there will be a lot of shoving and screaming and suffocation. And sometimes somebody can be trampled upon. 6 wives and 20-something children is a community. And small pikin, not a big community leader. Small pikin, not a big community leader. You just go there to say, I want to be community leader. Marriage involves consecration. God is everything, but he is a jealous God. Not to talk of human beings, 6 of them contesting for the affection, attention, and the expenditure of one man. It's likely not to work. Very likely. Marriage is consecration. The reason I don't do adultery is that God expects the church to be faithful to Christ. So also, I expect myself to be faithful to my wife. I just detest adultery. It's dirty. It's expensive. It is betrayal. So it is consecration, marriage, the God's prescription. And if you don't follow the manufacturer's manual, you will get into trouble. I have a Mercedes here. There are specifications. It has so many sensors. You just do one wrong thing, you are in trouble. I drove it through water. All the batteries are underneath. Everything I spent up to $250,000. I don't know what I did recently. The brain box just packed up. And I spent hundreds of thousands of naira buying a brain box and repairing it. So marriage has divine specification. And once you go out of it, you will suffer breakdown. Now, I want to quickly say this, that what happened in Morocco will happen in Nigeria. So, when you get addicted to a level of comfort, it's difficult to run away. And the man that was able to convince you to marry you at a certain age is always capable of convincing you to come back, especially when he is rich, powerful, and he has nothing to lose. So don't be surprised if Regina goes back to her matrimonial home, because it is not easy. It is not easy out there. It is not easy out there. There's a difference between June and July. I remain the area grandfather. We speak because we want the next generation not to make mistakes, not to fall into the traps that this dispensation presents with glamour. There is no amount of plating, money, Instagram. This one you are seeing behind me here is not gold. It is gold plated. Polygamy can never be marketed as gold. Dr. Charles Apoki is still my name. If you are angry with me, now you sabi. Marriage be like pepper soup. Go inside. You go cook am. You go drink am. If you pepper, you did them. I have a webinar coming up on the 15th and on the 16th of March. People are already registering all over the world. Send a message to +234, please. +234 80 21 21 92 62. And then we have properties for sale. The same number, +234 80 21 21 92 62. Ederi wuru, ederi kororoma. In Yoruba language, it means that the day your mate dies, when you go for the funeral, you will think of yourself, how your life is going. Young girls, please think about yourselves from what we have seen. Old men like me, those who have bola, let them hear. And don't let your erection give you direction. Finally, when things go wrong, even your parents, even your father, your mother will tell you that they told you you didn't hear. They will throw you under the bus. But when the privileges are coming, they benefit from it Failure is an orphan. Success has many parents. God bless you.
So guys, una don hear from our very own daddy as it explain, talk all the whole thing as it take be. Now in one word, I so much believe in one thing. Say anything that got to be will surely be. Even Ned Nwoko never saw this coming. Regina Daniels never saw it coming. If na cruise as people dey take talk am, so be it. But I believe say omo, this one e long, because na just very today, this very today like this, na Ned still carry Leila go another occasion wey dem dey call am say cure of malaria abi, dem do seminar and na Leila still dey in charge. Where is Regina then? If na cruise they dey catch. Any which way, like I said, I pray say na cruise because nobody wish her bad. In all, my people, make una come chook mouth concerning wetin una hear from this our daddy mouth, wetin una get to add for inside the whole matters. Make we interact with the comment section. I still remember una humble girl Gifted Gist. I mean they bring una latest of all legit info. If you never subscribe to this channel, make una dey help us to subscribe. Hit on the notification bell so that they go notify you anytime we will drop latest ogbonge tori like this. And I say a very big thank you to my returning and amazing subscribers. And to my first time viewers, thank you for stopping by. See you guys in my next upload. Bye for now.